So we're back inside, as you guys might have seen, and obviously this is an automatic. As you guys can see, I do not have the same, I guess you can say, structure or outline as a manual one, which is sucky. But as you guys can see right here, this is for a manual one. When you have the shifter, well, where the bolts will be actually located. So after doing a little bit of research, doing some searching and then investigation and whatever you might want to call it regarding how to do this, I found out that the center of these is actually where that little nut plate or that bolt will actually protrude or go through. I also seen other people drill it all the way back here, but I don't know how I feel about that. I might just have to put it more towards the middle because that's usually how it comes from factory, and go by there. I mean, it is going to be going a little down, so it's not a big deal. And if I do it in the back here versus the middle, it's just maybe not even an inch of difference, so it probably won't mean much. But I'm going to try to see if I can find the center of this so that way I can start drilling them out, or at least prepare myself to drill them out, because that's where the bolts are going to go in. And then I'm going to prepare the template, which, by the way, shout outs to, I'm going to put him up right up here. I found him on Instagram. I've been following him. I saw that he posted his stuff for the shifter. It came out amazing on his EK or EM1, and I didn't want to directly message him regarding that because I don't know if he wanted that plate, that shifter cutout plate. But I ended up putting just a story post on it, and he hit me up. So we hashed out a deal, and I got a great deal on it. He sent it to me because when you buy these aftermarket replica RSX shifter cutout plates, they do not have, for some reason, it did not, well, at least mine didn't come out with the template plate. And I've seen other people that have the same issue. So thank you, man. I appreciate that, sending me that out there. And if you guys are in the same situation as me, I don't know, maybe hit me up to see what we can do. I did end up making kind of like some cutouts out of a cardboard box as well, to have handy or spare for maybe people that might need one. But if you guys maybe are in the trying to look for one, maybe we can work out a deal or something. So I don't know. But yeah, back to this. Pretty much where the center is pointing at right there. So I'm gonna take the template and then just make sure that that's where it's supposed to go. Alright, so here we got the template. This will be somewhere around here. It looks kind of crooked to me. So this is where I'm looking at right now. A little better angle right there. Put you guys up right up there. So I'm not sure if this is the distance, but this is what I got. see, I got it out. It was not an easy task. Let me see. So I tried just cutting everything off. As you guys can see, it ends right there, and then you do have to remove some spot welds. You guys can see this one. Not sure why I removed that one. That was really unuseful because it just has glues, but you have to get the corner ones with a spot weld removal, and then it'll come out. And this is pretty much how it looks like. So sorry for all this mess. As you guys can see, it is finally done. It was a pain in the butt on the rear end to get to this point, and I know it's not all done because I might have to cut a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and start at least getting the holes knocked out, or at least somewhat started, to get this going. So I'm gonna try my best to center them where I want it, and center punch them the way I have something to guide me on. Alright, so let's try this. K-tune instruction, that's what it calls for. So I'm going to slide this underneath, and then I'll show you guys. Hopefully the bolts align, and then I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I'm just going to make sure that it is, you can say, snug. Oh, you gotta watch out for these shavings. Some of them got caught in my hairs, but they do cut. So far I did the hose correctly. It seems to be aligning. And like I said, do not tighten it. Just leave it a little bit loose. Some wiggle room to play. Oop, I think I unscrewed it too much. But yeah, then I'm going to take you guys along at the bottom. So I know for certain chassis you don't have to do this because I've seen people not do it, but per K-tune instructions you have to cut and notch the actual shifter to make it work. I know for the Integra chassis, the shifter tunnel, it is really narrow and you have to give it a couple whacks, and you also, this is something that you might want to, well, you have to probably do, but per the instructions it calls for that. First side's going to be right here. I'm going to cut a little bit of that, unless you're right here in the corner like the instructions say, and then it actually says to nudge a little bit down here as well. So I'm going to try my best to get that done. I will put the photos up here for you guys if you guys are confused. But yeah, let's get right into it. get bypass. Let's see if it'll puff. Then on the side here, hopefully it'll puff. Day 2, putting the shifter. I ran out of time. I don't care what nobody says, that template for the cutout is trash. I mean, it gets you close to and kind of like a ballpark too, but it's trash. It's like it does not. I mean, I feel like it's just like, I mean, maybe some chassis is probably perfect, but for the Integras, you guys can see it is not. You can either cut these or you can hammer and bend them out, which I did, as you guys can see. So the shifter will fit, but other than that, the cutout gives you kind of like a rough estimate, but you do have to put a lot of labor, a lot of modifications to it. As you guys can see right here, cutout, maybe a manual one, I guess you can say, but I don't know. So far, the template gets you in the right path, but it's not perfect, I will say. But yeah, we're getting closer to. I went ahead and tightened these two Allen bolts up. It is a Allen 6mm. You guys can see down there, up here, and then I use a 13mm wrench to get the nuts that are on the back side. So essentially, I don't know how else to tighten these up once the shifter's up. So went ahead and tightened that up. So because once the shifter sits in there, these are kind of impossible to reach. We do have our hose drill. Hopefully they are within spec and correct. And I'm gonna go ahead and start mocking and installing everything back. Super hard to get you guys in there. I'm gonna try my best to capture as much as possible from here. The car is not that high, and right now what I'm gonna do is put the shifter cables. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna route them, and then I'll show you guys once they're all done. Alright, see if I can show you guys here. Sorry for it being so close. But I'm not sure if you can see it, but you do have to lower the sway bar, which requires you to remove, sorry, it's just super close here. As you guys can see there, it's going to be one nut and one bolt, 12 millimeter on each side. So essentially you want to drop a little bit of the sway bar, front sway bar, in order for you to slide the cables in. I'm going to see how this works, because I don't want it sitting too close to the headers, because then it'll melt. And like I said, I don't know how it's capturing, because I can't tell, but hopefully it's capturing. So I went ahead and slide the cables already in, because that's something you're going to have to do. So we got them already in there, as you guys can see. Make sure it's in neutral, up and down. When you do, that's the way I routed them. I'm going to make sure that they're far away or clear as possible from the headers, but yeah, we have them already connected to the transmission, so let's get back down there and finish the job. Alright, so we are finally done. Let me do a little walkthrough for you guys. You guys can see we got it right there. I do still have to put the RTV, which is not done, and then something that I uncover. This is a replica one. This is not the K-tune. These little rib nuts were so delicate that they actually just ripped off. So I just took some long 10mm bolts with some nuts, and this is what I came up with. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. Back here, let me see. Back here, it's gonna be two 10mm. So I'll just use it like a wrench, so I have better access in there, and you don't really have a lot of space. Let me see. I took the cables, which, by the way, it took me forever because apparently the shifter bracket was, I guess. I have an adjustable one, which you guys will see was probably set up for like a Z3 or something, so that's why it took me forever to figure that out. I also took this bracket for the shifter cables that I got from the junkyard, and I utilized it with a 10mm bolt to get it here kind of like away. I am going to try to see if I can put some heat shield or something, so especially up here where the muffler will go, so it won't melt. You guys can see, I have it right that way, down over there. Sorry, I'm super tired. This took forever. 2 days worth of doing this. Obviously, you have to hammer the crap out of this because Integra. And yeah, I still have to put the RTV, but I'm gonna take a little break for right now, and then let's go inside the interior, inside the cabin, and then show you the engine. So the engine bay, you guys can see, went ahead and already put the shifter little plates from him for the shifter right there. Put these little brackets right there. Put a little bit WD-40 because it's super rusted. See the lines, how they're routed away from everything, and they're actually down over here, which is perfect. Having tuck away. It shifts beautifully. As you can see, this is the finished product. Went ahead and tightened these up beforehand. And you guys can see I just bend it. I didn't really cut too much. I just bend it here. I did cut here these little things, as you guys saw, right over there as well. So you see it's kind of touching a little bit. And then over here, I should have done it a little bit higher, so you can see the bolt is sticking right into it. But it's fine though. Got it in a neutral right there. This is kind of like how it came out. Essentially comes with these, but like I was saying, I broke the rib nut because I'm not sure, maybe replica, fake, cheap, but got some long 10mm right there with some big washers. Got it in there bolted, so you guys can see beautifully. So you got first, second, neutral, third, fourth, and then fifth, and then obviously this is reverse, so we got there right there because this is a 5-speed. So as you guys can see right there beautifully. So yeah, that's gonna conclude the video, guys. I still have to put obviously everything back. When I put everything back, I'll show you guys, but I still have to put the RTV in the bottom. But yeah, so as you guys saw, it's optional for you guys if you want to take the you call it, because you can route them differently, but it's optional for you guys if you guys want to take out the sway bar or not. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for you guys' patience. Do I think this actually works? I think a little bit. It does help a little bit to set up the beginning of what you have to do. I don't think it's that accurate, but so yeah, as you can see, every chassis is different. But yeah, you probably set this up, you might have to cut a little bit more than what is recommended. But yeah, sorry for all the mumbling, and this is taking so long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep following more for more Integra content, budget content, and I catch you guys on the next video.